Okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
What's the procedure, everyone? What's the procedure?
Stay calm!
Guys, this is it. The fight that I've been waiting for a while. Obi-Wan versus Kakashi. When I saw that next season on Deathbattle montage at the end of All Might vs. Might Guy, and I saw Obi-Wan, I knew that this season was going to be good. Or at least better than last season. Obi-Wan was the only character that actually got me excited for the upcoming season, and is one of the only characters that I really want to learn more about. I mean, he has certainly done more than what's shown in the movies. But, while I am super excited to see him, unfortunately I don't know if he's going to win. Hello Internet, Jojo here, and welcome to Idea Shock. And, for the record, I knew it. I knew this was going to happen for several months, because back in September 2019, on an episode of the Deathbattle cast, they set up Obi-Wan vs. Kakashi as a community death battle. The poll got 1,751 votes on Twitter, where normally they would get around 1,200. And, actually, to my surprise, the community voted for Obi-Wan, though it was still pretty close. Now, if I recall correctly, this had more interaction than Johnny Cage vs. Captain Falcon and All Might vs. Might Guy, and both of those did become a death battle, so Obi-Wan vs. Kakashi was Thanos levels of inevitability.
I am inevitable.
Hello there.
At first, Obi-Wan and Kakashi don't seem to have all that much in common other than being a teacher, at least on the surface. After all, Obi-Wan is a space knight with telekinetic powers and a lightsaber, while Kakashi is a ninja with a superpowered eye and a lightning hand. However, they do actually have quite a bit in common despite all their differences. Both of them use weapons that can cut through almost anything, are well known to have reacted to lightning, and they both trained the Edgelord kid and the Chosen One. In Kakashi's case, they were two different people, but in Obi-Wan's case, he just had the one Edgelord Chosen One. Though, in Obi-Wan's favor, he did not have to train a Sakura, so at least he has that going for him. As I said at the beginning, I'm not sure Obi-Wan's going to win, and I think this for a multitude of reasons. The first major reason I think this boils down to two words: Star Wars Legends. All of George Lucas' Star Wars, save for very few select movies and shows, are now non-canon. Games like The Force Unleashed, comics like Dark Empire, and all that stuff is gone. So, essentially, Obi-Wan and Star Wars lost about 40 years of material that could have been used in this fight. Of course, I know that in Sam vs. Boba Fett, Deathbattle did use the expanded universe, but that was a long time ago, around the start of the Disney acquisition of Star Wars, so there was practically nothing they could use if they excluded it. My second reason is that, even if Deathbattle does use the expanded universe, I don't know of anything Obi-Wan has done that is even near to what Kakashi can do. After all, Might Guy scales to blowing a hole in the moon, and due to the rule of rivalry, Kakashi should be able to do similar things. Not to mention that he mentored both Sasuke and Naruto, so he could likely scale to some of what they can do. To be fair, I'm not that far into Naruto, I keep stopping and restarting, so I don't know if he does scale to them, or even if he scales to Might Guy at that time the Might Guy fights Madara. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that Obi-Wan is weak. After all, he's comparable to Anakin, and Anakin's force power is easily in the extreme kiloton range. That calculation might theoretically be in a video that I have in the works. So, subscribe if you like Star Wars, and also subscribe if you like anime, because I do a lot of calculating feats and abilities for anime characters. In fact, I had a massive video about Luffy from One Piece come out last week, so check that out when you're done here. Anyway, back to actually what you're here for. Just judging off the limited information that I've gathered from past death battles, Kakashi has been stated to be able to move at about 760,000 meters per second. If that is his max, then I think Obi-Wan might be faster, because while most blasters in Star Wars are drastically slower than an actual laser, there's still a good chance that Obi-Wan or other Jedi Masters have gone up against lightspeed attacks at some point. And even if Obi-Wan has not faced actual lasers himself, he is certainly able to block lightning. On the topic of scaling to other Jedi Masters, while I can't confirm it, I have heard that some Jedi have stopped planet-destroying events with the Force. I don't know if this is canon or legends, but if it's true, Obi-Wan can certainly do it as well, because he's definitely in the top tier with those guys. Though this is a big if, and I'm having a hard time believing it. So, while I think Kakashi likely has the advantage of skill, power, and greater durability, all this actually doesn't matter much, because I think this might actually come down to events post-death, because Obi-Wan can become a ghost. Regardless of who wins, I think Obi-Wan will physically die in the fight and will come back as a Force ghost. In both the expanded universe and Disney's trilogy, ghosts can use the Force and physically interact with the world around them. So, unless Kakashi can kill a ghost, Obi-Wan has a good chance to take the win. However, it is possible that Kakashi can kill Obi-Wan because Force ghosts have been seriously hurt in the expanded universe. You see, in an alternate timeline where Starkiller becomes the Emperor's enforcer, I guess? I mean, he's already trained, so he's not an apprentice anymore. Starkiller confronts Obi-Wan and Mos Eisley, and then proceeds to kill Obi-Wan by throwing him into the Millennium Falcon's engines. And then once his ghost appears, they continue fighting. The main way that Starkiller beats Obi-Wan is using Force Lightning on him. However, even then, Starkiller is not able to kill him. Once the fight ends and the ghost is gone, we still hear Obi-Wan's voice saying, "Run, Luke, run." Now, from what I could find, Force Lightning is just electricity, and because Kakashi's Chidori and many other abilities have electric properties, they might be enough to win the fight. All in all, what this really comes down to is if they're using the expanded universe, how much emphasis they're putting on the expanded universe, whether other Jedis have stopped their planet's destruction, does Obi-Wan scale to those Jedis, and can Kakashi kill a ghost? If even only a few of these are decided in Obi-Wan's favor, he certainly has what it takes to win. I'm saying that Kakashi's going to win because, well, I've seen what Naruto characters can do from previous death battles, and I've also watched Star Wars, so I have a good grasp of what most Jedis cannot do. Like reattach limbs. Though, let's just get this out there. If they don't put a high ground reference in the fight, I'm going to dislike the video. Immediately. What I think might give Obi-Wan an edge in this fight is how Shatterpoint affects Kakashi's scar. After all, that is how Deathbattle killed a certain Harry Potter. Best case scenario for Obi-Wan, they use the expanded universe, he scales to other Jedi who can stop destruction of a planet, or even possibly the Emperor, Kakashi cannot seriously hurt his ghost, and he's dealt with lightspeed attacks. This would guarantee a win for Obi-Wan, like, hands down. Even then, there is a way to victory for him if they use the inferior Disney canon. To my knowledge, not one time has a ghost ever been hurt by anything in that canon, meaning that there's no precedence for Obi-Wan to be able to die when he's a ghost. But what I think will happen most likely is that, assuming Kakashi scales to Might Guy, he's just going to overpower Obi-Wan and then use his Chidori to kill the ghost. Now that I think about it, that's really the one thing it comes down to. Can Kakashi kill Obi-Wan's Force Ghost? I guess we'll find out. In closing, I think that both characters have several ways to win the fight. Obi-Wan with his Force Ghost and Shatterpoint, or planet-busting Force power, and Kakashi with his pure physical might and Chidori. You know how in the beginning I said that Obi-Wan might not win? Well, I don't know so much anymore. After all this discussion, I think I might actually be leaning to Obi-Wan's side on this. But I don't know. I guess we'll have to see when the death battle comes out. But after all this, I think that this fight has more nuance than any other fight Death Battle has ever done. The entire match depends on the smallest details and the choices that they make. So, anything could happen. But with that all said, guys, thanks for watching. See you next time. Remember to stay spectacular. JoJo, out.